Hello, and welcome to part 6 of my walkthrough of the 1996 Sierra adventure game based on the series by Arthur C. Clarke and Gentry Lee, Rama. I am your host, the Dark Master 13, or the True Master, depending on where you are watching this video. This part is mainly item collection. I'm gathering all the remaining puzzle lock keys that are needed to get to Bangkok, or get all the way through Bangkok. So first I'm going to go and get an item that has been added to the tent site, now that I've been to the ramen trash dump. The only item you ever find in the refrigerator amongst the soda. And I'll take you to visit the person that I wanted to see before I visited London, but apparently can't. Otto Heilman, Chief of Security.
But for security reasons, you're not allowed to continue in this direction.
So we can't
Dr.
go down
Brown
to the ice
has designated
port.
me to control this accessway temporarily. Later in the mission, when our explorations
when you finish the planes,
are more complete, this pathway will no longer be...
And if you don't like it, we can fire you. Literally. I'll show you that some other time. Alright, so first I'm going to have to go to the big wheel and pick up a few things from there. Skip. I think the first order of business is to use this interesting little cannon-looking thing. Using those 3 components that I've gathered from Richard Wakefield, Otto Heilman's locker, and just outside the Biot shed. Boom! That is a very odd thing to find in here, considering the context of the books, but oh well. Now, let's pop some stuff in here. A metallic seed that I found off of one of the metal plant things in this area. The powder case that I got over at the tent site. And flip on the liquid flow. I can now use this machine to clean off the blue gunk on those puzzle lock keys.
The tray is quite clean now.
And so it's now safe to use, I guess. Now, I believe those are the only 2 that I actually need to clean off, but I'm going to clean off one more just to be on the safe side. I know for sure I do not need these 2. So I got 1 charge left. If you run out, you need another seed. Over here.
A sad state of disrepair. Tisk tisk.
We find an extremely damaged Biot for, I don't know, just sitting there. I don't think I need that. And it's our avian friend.
Did you see that? A pigeon from hell.
Apparently, Puck thinks it's hellish. And now it's trapped inside the damaged Biot. I better save it.
The active machinery is resisting your efforts.
Oh no, I can't. Not while it's running. So I need to cut this wire. Let me get my trusty Swiss Army knife out and get its clipper function.
That cable is too strong to cut with that.
Curses, I need a heavy metal cutter. Well, I don't have a heavy metal cutter, so I'll have to come back later. Instead, I'll go to the big wheel itself.
I detect an empty space inside the hub of this structure, and an opening facing us.
Puck informs us that this is an opening. This is the big wheel that I've been talking about the whole time. And it turns when you walk around its perimeter. The key ends up being simply to turn to the right and walk straight ahead 4 times.
I detect a doorway at the end of that spoke.
And it turns to face you. Inside, we find another puzzle lock key, a monitor, which on the first function directs us to the monitor in London, and secondary function shows a mantis biot opening up the gate that was holding the spider biots at bay inside the biot shed. I assume this is because the crab biot that the astronauts captured earlier is still in their possession, and the biots are attempting to retrieve it or dealing with potentially hostile creatures inside their ship. We have to wait for 4 of these to leave before we can actually leave. And this is important. I need that gate that it just pulled off of there. That about wraps up all I can do in the big wheel right now. And so it's now time to head on over to the biot shed. There are 2 important things to pick up. This will be a fairly short trip to the biot shed, but first I'll just point out that there are now spider biots wandering around, and who will demonstrate their purpose on you if they get to you. And you don't click off their area fast enough. So let's go to the biot shed. The presence of those spider biots does indicate that things are going to hell fast.
Where is that vile beast? He seems to not be at home.
I think we already established that, Puck. Also, I forgot to mention these shark biots. You never see them anywhere but here, so you have no idea what they're for. Let's take this piece of the gate, and I just noticed these symbols back here showing the pictures of all the different biots to indicate, I guess this is where they're from, the biot shed. And you remember that cannon I fired back at the big wheel? Well, it kindly enough melted this block of glass or plastic or something that was holding the last puzzle lock key I need to be able to complete Bangkok. So, that wraps up part 6, and next time we'll travel off to Bangkok, the second city / mock dungeon in the plains, and a place that math haters will loathe and math lovers will find interesting. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of it when it comes out. Just a quick heads up, I probably won't be making more than 1 or 2 every week now, if that, because of university classes.